He is in the drawer of 2 packs of cigarettes, a bag of good, a pack of poor. He quietly put away your Chinese, and then the front door for the comrades of the cheap. The soldiers know instructor there are Chinese, more can't know instructor. Before they entered the room also hides their imported chocolate. Instructor named Zhao Mengsheng, is a red generation, just transferred to this company. As long as you look at his white skin, you can see that he has nothing in common with this group of coarse people. He is not to be a soldier, but by the mother's relationship care, the army to brush resume, plan to endure a few months before leaving. 9 Liancheng originally placed great hopes on the instructor, hoping that he could help the leadership 90, but this guy didn't want to take care of anyone. Jinghai found a soldier to wait on him. To help him in the morning for water washes a face, even to the somebody else to help him lay in the quilt, squares of tofu, a person's water be hid, especially in training camp, his sweat, Lu was panting, everyone see in the eye, dining room to eat everyone an easy chew steamed bread, only instructor a face of bitter, pick and choose, his old static gas Dengyuan around the eye, can, old static with new steamed bread to come back, just in time to see the instructor. He gave the steamed bread to a soldier who came to climb on him, but the soldier could not eat it. Seeing that Lao Jing could eat it, he gave the steamed bread to him. Well, Lao Jing was so angry that he returned the steamed bread to the instructor. Instructor Wan Leng, this steamed bread how jilted not to drop. The company commander noticed the smell of gunpowder on the table. Without waiting for Lao Jing to lose his temper, he quickly reached out and took the steamed bread and began to eat it himself. Looking like a protective instructor, in fact, he is also protecting Lao Jing. Lao Jin's personality is like an excellent archer printed on his chest. He always spits lotus flowers in his mouth and often criticizes the malpractices in the army. This is the 1984 Chinese war film Garland Under High Mountain 9:4 is considered by many to be the best Chinese war film. He is good because a true emotion, sincere, realistic, filmed the cruel nature of war, the light and dark of human nature. The protagonist of the story can't think of it, is a cool kid to camp. Old Static first found the nature of the instructor, every day want to tear down his company commander. With Old Static is many years of comrade in arms, he knows that Old Static letter son is straight, but his heart is good, more is a first-class good soldier. So he kept trying to calm him down, but Kim was always furious, and he wasn't just talking about himself, he was talking about the commander. He knew that the commander had not been home for a long time, missed his mother and wife, and wanted to hold the baby that was about to be born. The company commander was supposed to take a month off a year, but because he didn't have an instructor 9 years ago, his offer kept getting delayed, and now he's got an instructor, a playboy. Company commander does not rest assured, still can leave Old Static only, see good brother disconsolate every day miss, cannot dislike that instructor. In order to make his brother happier, Lao Jin gave him his shiny shoes to wear, replacing the poor company commander's old cloth shoes, so that he could come home with some face. The company commander, though rarely the selfishness, with the Static is a friendship, to accept it, 2 people very happy laughter. On the other side of the instructor is Agrim, he received a letter from the mother, the inside has revealed his troops to participate in Vietnam, he is using all relationships will son transferred from the army, instructor immediately to refer to the newspaper, mother puts it indeed, and debris. Fear and anxiety swept through his heart, and he was no longer polite to the company commander who had been taking care of him. When he heard that the company commander thundered Juanchang's speech to guide the Yuan dynasty, Lao Jin's bark was worse than his bite. He could not bear to let inexperienced instructors die, and he could smoke. It was not easy to say. They'll find it first. Neither of you can come. I'll take it. I've decided. When a company commander is on the battlefield, his duty is to take the lead. Lao Jin refused to lose his 2 elder brothers, his mother and wife, just because his 3 brothers were all alive. There were children who did not have an accident, the company commander should have survived, even the voice of the elders said choked, but he could not shrink back. I can fight the enemy bravely, but dare to give advice, like our inner heart. You're braver than I am. I want to keep you here. Old into the school, he is because of the old opinions were suppressed, did not expect the company commander is so important. In this world, truth is hard to say, friend is hard to find, the roar of artillery, smoke-filled, the battle began. 9 Even in countless bullets and bullets in the difficult survival, even the task of the sharp knife is deep behind enemy lines, they must not stop day and night on the road, escape the bullet, but also have to use the blade open through the southern jungle. Even so, they travel light, carrying only weapons and ammunition, 2 meals worth of dry food and water bottles, and throwing everything else away. In the course of the battle, a newly transferred little soldier performed excellently, and everyone called him Little Beijing. Although he was young, his military quality was excellent, and he read war theory assiduously in the terrible battlefield. Little Beijing also proudly declared that his ideal was to become a marshal. The company commander said he talked big, but in his heart he appreciated Little Beijing very much. On the way, they met the enemy position. 9 Years launched an attack. The instructor who had folded the quilt of the young soldiers unfortunately was broken off. Wait until they finally attack the position, but see, the enemy's offensive was actually built with our previous aid of rice. So much food are written with our Chinese characters, aid Vietnam 200 billion, but really, as the old close said. Have a batch of Bai Wen Heng, troops have water shortage for many days, every soldier thirst, go down so again will be wiped out. Heard that there is sugar cane fields at the foot of the mountain. Lao Jin immediately took several soldiers to cut sugar cane. Sugar cane is cut into. Kim is on the way back on in the mines, and other comrades carry him back. He has with his last breath. He said, no more medic, just get on with it. The instructor looked at his eyes full of tears. The company commander could not say a word. The most close comrade so died in front of him. Rehydrated, they attacked the enemy position again. The enemy has a powerful firepower bunker. Small Beijing carrying rocket launcher, rushed to the most dangerous front. A press the trigger is dumb, and for a round, or dumb. A bullet just missed him in the chest. When the company commander arrived, Little Beijing was dead. The company commander saw that the egg was produced in 1974. It was the inferior munitions produced in the chaotic period of domestic politics. The company commander, who had always been good-tempered, could not help but swear a rough word. The company commander picked up some good work and finally blew up the pillbox. Enemy positions were captured, and from time to time there are dark bullets sounded, everyone in the careful cleaning of the battlefield. But the instructor, first time to take part in the war is not enough, carefully proud to carry the machine gun. Is proud of the time, a cold gun sounded, the sight of the company commander saved him. But he did not believe the burden. The company commander silently fell down. Everyone gathered around him, gently calling his poor long military uniform was slowly in red blood. The former kind face has no vitality. The company commander died. The instructor was very angry. His life is not gone to the been watching their distant hillside neatly arranged with martyrs' graves. This piece of shining brilliant wind monument makes the whole mountain appear more lofty. For a Gao Shan Shan wreath was released in 1984, which is one of the representative works of the famous director Xie Jin. He is regarded as the peak of domestic war films, and its reputation and rating have been rising in recent years. However, when you actually watch the film, you will find that the war scenes only take up less than 1/4 of the content. More pages are devoted to the everyday life of ordinary soldiers, the post-war concern with rat hunting, and the hidden rules of the barracks. That's what makes this film special. He tries to avoid the spectacle of war. No planes, no tanks, no rocket shots. The nature of war is brutal, the sacrifice of one person after another. The movie doesn't make war a tool to satisfy current audiences, nor does it have the perfect hero. These ordinary soldiers cannot turn the tide of a sign. They face the war, will be afraid, will be anxious. Expensive Wolf was tired and sad. The only 11 places in the movie that show the hero's confidence in the battlefield are when the instructor shouts victory, and then the company commander saves himself and dies. The lines of the film have emphasized seeking truth from facts from many times, and the film itself takes a realistic attitude to shoot war and humanity, even the detours of history. We need to know exactly what it took for us to truly feel the weight of our well-being today, and what path we should follow in the future. China is mine, but it can be yours.